Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Louie, this is Lance. We're both former professional rodeo cowboys. Our next event we're coming to today is team roping, a very popular event.
Team roping is like synchronized swimming. If you're not all on the same page, the outcome isn't very good. Team roping is an event that's used still today on ranches on the open range when they need to doctor cattle or for sickness or any problems they might have out there. It's a timed event. They're behind a barrier, meaning the barrier keeps everything equal. They have to give the steers the same amount of head start per each team. Penalties can be there for breaking the barrier, which is plus 10. The header ropes the head, horns, or neck. The heeler ropes 2 back legs. If he misses one of the legs, it's plus 5. If he misses both, it's a no time.
So the header always gets to throw. Sometimes the heeler doesn't even get to throw his rope, and that's not a lot of fun.
Our first 2 contestants are Sheffield and Rashard, both of them very talented ropers.
This event has come so far. You know, it used to be an 8-second run was a great run, and now they're roping them in 3s and 4s all the time, and it's just an event that's really come a long ways.
Both these men are both calf ropers also, great athletes. Ren had a football scholarship to play ball in college, probably could have gone on to the pros, but he chose rodeo. Made a real snappy, quick run right here, 4-3. It's amazing how fast they rope these steers these days. This is a 2-go-round rodeo, so they get 2 chances. They'll rope 2 steers together, and the combined time will form an aggregate or an average, so they have 3 opportunities to win money, one in the first go-round, second go-round, and in the average. Our next contestants are Tyler Wade, and he comes to us from Texas, and Tyler Mcknight, also from Wells, Texas. These are young, up-and-coming contestants, and down there in Texas, team roping is kind of a way of life, just like calf roping and football.
Got it on the horns, 2 feet. Got a time of
5-1, pretty good run, and things didn't go quite as well for them as they did the previous team, but this steer didn't handle quite as well. He didn't come around the corner quite as quick, and it took a little bit more time for things to come together, but it was a really nice run.
Our next team that we're going to be coming to is Archie Rogers from Texas and Walt Woodard from Texas. Walt's taught a lot of schools all over the country. One of the best teachers there is. Been to the national finals numerous times, world champion, and his partner is just a youngster, but he's seen him rope and he wants to get in on the action.
Archie's originally from Florida. I know him. We have a thoroughbred farm down there, and I was acquainted with him and his father down there years ago, and he's put a lot of his life into this team rope, and he's lucky to have a partner like Walt to be able to kind of show him the ropes, no pun intended.
Archie's got it on him there, and Walt's got 2 feet. Kind of looked like he had a little trouble getting it across both horns there, but it worked for him, and they have a time of 5.2.
This steer was a little more difficult to heel than the other ones, but Walt, as effective as he is with his heel rope, it was just another day off to him.
Walt's probably old enough to be his dad and maybe even his grandpa, but a good, tough team there. Our next team is Paul David Tierney and Jared Bilby. They're one from Nebraska, and Paul is from South Dakota.
I used to rodeo with his heeler's father. His dad was a world champion all-around cowboy. Steer goes right, runs a little harder, and they still made a great run. There's so many of these good ropers out there these days. Look at that, how much head rope he had out there. He threw a long ways to be able to catch this steer and still be 5 flat. That header made that run come together.
Good run there. Let's go down and see what Caitlin's got to say to these guys about letting them describe their run.
I'm here with team ropers Paul and Jared. Can you guys tell me a little bit about that ride today?
The steer was a little stronger. I was a little off the barrier. I had to reach a little bit, and then I just let him do his thing back there. Tried to make it easy as possible.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, our first steer was a lot better at that one, but we're just happy to get by that one and get a good time on him. So hopefully we win something good out of the average.
Do you guys rope together all the time?
Yes, ma'am. We live pretty close together, so we've roped together quite a bit. So it's pretty good.
So do you travel to all the rodeos together?
Oh yeah, we go everywhere together. Even when we didn't rope together, we traveled to the rodeos together. So.
Are these the horses that you use every time?
No, I got 3, but this is the one I win the most on, it seems like. So maybe I should just stay on him.
And who is he?
Reed, just one we raised at home and stuff.
What about you?
Yeah, I ride this horse everywhere. His name's Ricky Bobby. So.
Great. Well, thank you guys.
Our next team we've got here is Landon Mcknight, who was leading the world earlier in the year and seemed like he slipped a little, and J.W. Borrego from Pueblo, Colorado.
These guys have rodeoed a little bit. It seems like a lot of the younger generation is in the team roping now. There might be a changing of the guard in the team roping. Gets him a great start, great turn, and another good run. Things didn't come together quite as snappy with that corner there, but 5 flat when you put it with another time pretty much works anywhere. You can see how that heel horse had to go around the corner a little bit further because the steer had a lot more bend in him coming back to that corner instead of going straight across the arena.
The next team we got here is Chad Masters and Randon Adams. Both former world champions. Brandon from down in Nevada, and Chad's originally from Tennessee, and I believe he lives in Texas now as well. But, pretty tough team here.
They both rope for speed. They both can be very, very fast. They're seasoned, experienced ropers, and Chad makes a great start of the run here by reaching, and Landon cleans it up. There was another good run down the arena a little bit. They were 5-2, and look at how much rope he threw out there on the head end, and Landon has a lot to do here. The steers seem to be a little wilder on the end of the rope, but they're in good shape for a 2 go-round rodeo.
Our next team coming up is Drew Horner from Plano, Texas, and Buddy Hawkins. I think Buddy is making it to his first national finals this year.
We should take note of the horses here. It takes a tremendous horse on the head end to be able to run and turn and face and do all the things with weight from the saddle horn to pull the steer. And a lot of these teams are defined by the head horse there. Quick throw around the neck. Steer didn't handle off very good, didn't seem to bother the heeler whatsoever. Great run at 4-2. This is throwing caution to the wind. This isn't a typical run that they'd usually make. The steer kind of swished back underneath him, was a real difficult heel shot that didn't seem to bother him in the least.
Got him around the neck there, but Buddy cleaned it up real good and was able to get a good fast time out of that run. Let's go down to Caitlin now and see what Drew and Buddy's got to say about their run.
I'm here with team ropers Drew and Buddy. How do you guys feel about that?
That was a great run. It's kind of, we needed to be fast. We even said we needed to be 4-2 or faster tonight, and we went out there and been 4-2, so it worked just right.
How do you feel?
Oh, a lot the same way. Like he said, this average here, all the rodeos in Utah are typically really tough averages, and we're splitting 5th in the average. We were 5 on our first one and 4 on our second one, so hopefully we get a little bit of the average and placing in the round right now also.
Or how long have you guys been throwing together?
We've been roping together probably off and on for about 5 years now, so we kind of went up through the amateur ranks together and started off pro rodeo a little bit last year, and then now we're back at it again this year and having a little bit more success this year with it. So.
You guys aren't from around here. What's it like coming to the Spanish Fork Rodeo?
I love this rodeo. It's been one of my favorite rodeos for a while. I've been coming here for about 4 years now, and it's just been I've always felt good over here with it. It's kind of a short, fast setup. Never really done too well over here, but I've just kind of felt good coming out here. The crowd's great. They always feel the performances here. The fans love the rodeo. It's a genuine feel down here. They love rodeo in Utah.
Next team up is Luke Brown and Colin Bond. These guys are seasoned veterans. They've won championships all across the country. They rope well together. They're experienced, seasoned veterans of the NFR. We should expect great things out of them.
Colin won the world 2 or 3 years ago with another partner. and he's typically a real fast heeler. And it looks like they've made a good run here. Everything come together real well.
That's a tremendous head loop right there. The steer was slowing up. That seemed like a good thing, but a lot of times those are the hardest ones to rope. That was a great run there at 4-3. We'll send it back to Caitlin and see what these two ropers have to say about their run.
I'm here with team ropers Luke and Colin. Can you guys tell me a little bit about the ride you just had?
Well, the rodeo is really tough anyway. The times are fast and kind of had no choice but to try to be as fast as you can, and if it works, and it worked, so we ended up winning the rodeo tonight.
I just follow him.
So was this a good time for you guys tonight, 4.3? Was that a good time for you?
Yeah, it was really good. We had to be 4, 6, or 7 to win the rodeo, I think, so we was 4-3, placing second round and won the average, so it's good.
And how long have you guys been roping together?
We started roping together at the beginning of this year.
So kind of new, kind of learning each other's styles. How's that been?
It's been good. We've done good. We haven't had a dry week yet. We've won something about everywhere we've been pretty much, and I've been the weaker link of the deal, but he don't ever miss, so he stuck it with me this long, so it'll be good.
We're gonna go to the leaderboard here. You can see the leaders here are quick times. All these team ropers, calf ropers, steer wrestlers, they run one of their head of stock in what is called the slack. It's where the extras are run. There's only 4 performances here at Spanish Fork, so that would be 40 timed event contestants in each event. So when they each get 2, if there's 100 entries, there's 160 entries that have to be run at another time. So if you're successful in your first run in the slack, you'll be moved to the performance. If not, you'll run both of yours in the morning slack. And here's the second go-round leaders. You can see they have very quick times, and they're going to show us the average right here, 8.8 on 2. That's a 2-head time. So they average 4.4 seconds per run, which is amazing. It's hard enough to rope 1 and 4, let alone come back to back, huh, Louie?
It really is. Team roping's made big strides in the last few years. Everybody likes to do it, and therefore there's been some people that really excelled in it, and I don't see how they can get much faster.
Team roping's kind of like golf. There's a lot of people that can participate in it, so it's one of our most sought after events contestant-wise in the PRCA. That wraps up our team roping. Our next event is the saddle bronc riding.
Can't wait for this. It's one of my favorite events, and probably the event that started rodeo.